am Mary Gunn Fun, founder and head professor of Fun University and intrepid hostess of Craft Roulette. Welcome to Friend Friday Craft Roulette number 39. Oh, what a whirlwind. We have just been having so much fun with Craft Roulette and getting to know so many nice people that many of them are here tonight. Bringing on great guests to share with you all. And I just get to hang out and at the craft table and chat. I know everybody wants to have my job at this point, but can't have it. We're all on lockdown, can't have my job, can't come and sit in my chair. Anyway, it's kind of dangerous because it's high and you can fall off and it turns. I don't want any damages. Hey, I do have something to ask. We also have another program called Fun University, and we are accepting enrollments. This is just my fun stuff. Fun University actually has classes. It has art classes. We do scrapbooking. We do card making. We do more. We have a crop lab. We have study hall. We have a beginner's class called Fundamentals. Anyway, we live stream at least 10 times a month. Yeah, I really said that. We live stream at least 10 times a month. There is a code and all you have to do is do craft. CRAFT in all capitals. Well, look there. And you'll save $10 on your monthly enrollment, which is already a really low amount. So we'd love to have you check it out. This is kind of a special thing, just a 6-month one. This isn't every month. Don't listen to me. No, do listen to me. Go enroll. We'd love to see you there. We're just getting our month started. We're doing a really important scrapbooking lesson this month. I think it's like the most important layout of the month or the year. We're doing color theory using Christmas colors. We're doing a lot, and it's all archived, and it's fabulous. I'm not kidding. I'm really, really proud of our product. So another thing I'm real needy tonight. The other thing that I was going to ask you is go to YouTube, to Craft Roulette YouTube channel, and hit the little subscription, because we have a goal of 500 subscribers so that we can start another wonderful show that you're going to want to be a part of. So that's our goal. So if you could help us hit that and share it with other people, we would really appreciate it. I'm done with all my neediness. I have had a good week. It's a busy week on Fun University that first week, but I should be pretty warmed up. I cleaned my desk off, my desk, and there were 17 stamps I had to put away. So I didn't have any time to craft, but I sure crafted enough yesterday to keep me warmed up. I have a very, very special guest to introduce. She is our third Canadian in a row. I'm really visiting the North. Anyway, her name is Julie Carriere from Ottawa, Canada. Bring her in. Yay!
Ooh, sound effects.
Of course. Anyway, Julie, thank you so much for joining us. You have asked lots of questions. You're a smart girl. I can tell you want to have a great night, and you have done lots of research to make you just understand what's going on. I'm the person who just goes, sure, I'll do it.
No, not me.
What? and you're like, let me know this, let me know that. And I'm going, I don't know it, but Stephen does. So I've learned some things from your questions. So congratulations right there. We do have a couple questions to ask you. One is, you are a Canadian girl. Do you want to tell us about where you live, or?
Sure.
Have you always lived there?
No. I live in Ottawa. So that is the capital of Canada. So lots of people here.
Yeah.
That I don't see because I'm in my basement. I've been here for 8 months now in isolation. So we're pretty much locked down here, but it's okay. This craft has kept me going.
Yes.
And it's a busy but a small city.
Okay.
Of 1 million people.
That's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people.
It is a lot of people.
In the whole, like, not the city, but the whole Ontario. Because Ontario is the biggest province
Yeah.
Takes almost 2 days to cross over by
Is
car.
that right?
Hmm.
See, I'm learning so much.
Mm.
I love this. We talked a little bit before the show of the questions I was going to ask her, and the next one that I was going to ask is, tell me about your paper crafting history, because I think we all have a story, and it's a fun thing to learn about people.
Yes. So I started my paper crafting journey, I guess, after my first trip to Mexico. I thought that was worth documenting.
Olay.
And of course, if that doesn't get you, then the wedding album will, which I haven't finished, but that's okay. I can still finish it.
You
It'll
still
be a
can.
25th anniversary wedding album.
That's a good
Or
goal.
if that doesn't get you, then of course the children will. So then I got more serious with it when the kids were born. And then I realized that I kind of like teaching people.
Okay.
I was getting a lot of questions like, how did you do that? How did you do that? So I just found that I like teaching people, and everybody is capable of doing this. You just have to take a little bit of time sometimes, and you just have to give it a try.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
yeah, I like teaching people and sharing. I like sharing this. This is definitely a passion. This is definitely an outlet. Without this, I don't know what I would have done during this pandemic. It would have been really hard. I know a lot of friends have done knitting, which I'm a southpaw. So knitting and
Oh.
crocheting is, and unless I'm doing it
Hard.
in front of a mirror, I
Oh.
can't do. I can't do it.
I
I
was
can't do it.
thinking today, I went because I've been watching been watching Victoria, and I was thinking, I wonder if Princess Diana, if she'd only gotten into paper crafting, if her life would have ended up better. Because she would
Probably.
have been in her little basement just paper crafting, and it wouldn't have met all these scoundrels, but or whatever. I don't know. It's just, and I was thinking, all these people that are very unhappy, why aren't they paper crafters? They would have a little outlet, and they would have a good time.
Exactly.
I
No,
think
it's paper crafting is really
it's a real thing.
it's a real thing, and it's
Yeah,
a really good escape.
it
And
is.
I
I
like
agree.
to try and figure things out.
Yeah,
And it keeps
I
your
know that about
mind
her.
active because you
Yes.
have to measure. I'm
Yes.
not good at math, so there's Julie math. You'll find out soon
We have
enough.
Mary Math in our world. We do. Yeah, the scrapbooking club that I used to have. I have a picture of my girls that they sent me. They were trying to figure out something. They were like this. And they were going, Mary Math, Mary Math. So Julie Math. See, it's all
Yes,
good.
yes.
I'm in good company.
Yes.
I'm feeling better about my abilities. Oh God.
I'm not.
Yeah, don't ask me any questions. That's not good. Where can we find you on social media?
You can find me, I guess the easiest way is juliecarriere.com or the scrapbook.com. So the scrap zone, sorry,
Scrap
don't even
Zone,
know my
yeah.
name.
Yes,
The
that's all right.
scrapzone.com. And I found that people were looking for Julie Carriere. So I
Okay.
kind of merged the two.
Mm-hmm.
And the scrap zone, if you
Mm-hmm.
want to know where that came from.
Yes, I do. She told me a little bit about it before the show, and I think it's cool because this whole branding thing can be kind of
Well,
incidental. Kind of
well,
maybe it
this was
doesn't
a
have to be quite
happy
so
accident.
weird. Yeah, let's
Happy
hear it. I
accident.
want to hear it.
So when I first joined, so I am a close to my heart girl. So when I first joined in '06, the kids were very young and they were bouncing in this blown up, I don't know what you call them, bouncy castle, and it was called the Bounce Zone. And I needed a name. I needed a team name, and this Bounce Zone logo was going, and I thought, the Scrap Zone.
That's good.
And
I think it's a cute way that you put those two together. I like it a lot.
yes,
I
and
like
it
it a lot.
often also gets questioned by men because it's in my email address. When you give it at a cash register, they'll ask you
Uh-huh.
for, can I have your email, please? And it's like,
Uh-huh.
sure, it's julie.thescrapzone@gmail.com. And then they're like, The scrap zone? What is that? Like a fight club?
Or do you collect metal? Are you like into old auto wrecks or something?
Exactly.
Well, it does. There's a lot of different scraps. So
Exactly.
yeah, and then you whip out your card and say, "Join us," or your wife. Do you want to get? Do you want to have the sole remote control of the remote for an hour a week? Here you go. and they start kissing your feet and brain. So yes, yeah, I like it. I think sometimes I don't know, the whole branding thing it's kind of stressful. So it's fun that you have something that was just kind of easy to come together and just blend into a new hybrid that works. Hybrids do work. Hybrids do work like that, where you change a little, and that's how the wheel works. You have some things and you just hybridize them together and you come up with this crazy thing called craft roulette. So it's a great, wonderful thing. And the third question I was going to ask Miss Julie. Ooh, what kind of crafter do you think you are?
What kind of crafter do I think I am? And you gave me a whole bunch, and I thought all of the above. But I definitely do think that I am a kit breaker, or I like to re-engineer a kit. I do like to, I'll take something and I'll look at the colors as opposed to the pattern. So if there's little animals on it or things like that, but the colors speak to me. So I definitely like to play with colors. I think those are my strengths. And I think my style is probably detailed.
I think so too.
But it's not, some people have said that, yes, your cards take a long time to make, Julie, but they are very pretty. So
they are very pretty.
So they do take a while. So hopefully you guys have a drink, coffee, because we're here all night, girls.
Go get the candy bars, ladies. Well, we have nobody to kick us off, so we can be here as long as we want. So that's good.
I'll try and be good.
Oh, I think you'll be fine. I think you're I think you adequate or accurately described yourself. Julie does beautiful, beautiful cards. You will want to check out her YouTube. She's got that gorgeous voice to talk to you, and you just go, oh yeah. And then so tonight, if you are wondering who's speaking, all you have to think about who's the squeaky high voice compared to this lovely voice, and you'll know it's me if it's squeaking. So anyway, that's good. You'll say, is Minnie Mouse, is that the hands of Minnie Mouse? No, it's Mary. Anyway, you do have a lovely voice and you do have a lovely presentation. So,
oh, well, thank you.
Yes. I like to play with different sounds, but I can't keep with them. In the end, I start squeaking again. So it's all okay. All right, if you are new to Craft Roulette, like Julie is new to our table, we do have a little video to show about Craft Roulette. So let's go ahead and show that, and we'll be right back. Stay right where you are, Miss Julie. Don't change a thing. Thank you so much for being.
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on Facebook.com/MaryGunFun and archived on YouTube.com/CraftRoulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on MaryGunFun.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
pretty fun stuff, isn't it? It's amazing how well it works out. Just 4 little spins. I know one time, or I have trouble sometimes. I'll do the 3 spins and then I forget the 4th one. It's just a mental, it's like a squirrel thing, 1, 2, 3, squirrel. But anyway, we did have some fun last week. I have this little card and ended up with a little diagonal there and still opened up. I went crazy with this parameters from last week. I enjoyed it a lot. But not only did I have fun with it, let me get through the ones I made and then we'll get to the good stuff, you guys's. So I made this one on the show. You can see that it was a fancy fold. It was just a Z fold. Used pink and black, had a great big old flower, and I used a stencil. That's the little diagonal. I think I only have 1 stencil. So it's funny what I find out. And that's the one I made online. This is the one that I made later. I think I made this one also. Oh, that's right. Oh, Ardith was here she was giving me instructions on that one. I can't find it. She was giving me instructions on how to make it. It got pretty comical. I could not understand what I was supposed to do. Anyway, that one, the little flap folds up and it was fun. It was fun. Ardith, I hope you haven't gotten, I hope that headache's gone. This is another little card that I made using the same stamp. Found some little cute gingham paper, went for it. I thought it was just really cute. It was kind of weird to have pink right after Thanksgiving, but it worked out. And we've always had gnomes almost every week in submission. So I went ahead and drew a gnome because I wasn't sure if we were going to get one. And used a stencil in the background for the great big giant plaid. But, okay, didn't I? I don't know. I think so. And it was a stencil I made, so that isn't, it's not like a store-bought one. But anyway, that was my little card with the little gnome. I thought he turned out kind of cute. And then this one was a positive and negative experience because I cut it out and then decided to not do an inlay of the pink tree, but to stagger it. And so that's a hole with the black in behind it. And there's the opposite. So it turned out I smeared my stickles. I'm a mess. I asked Julie what kind of crafter she is. I'm a messy crafter. So that's typical. And this is where our contributors were from last week. Had them all over the Northeast again, really strong. Had some down in the Southeast of the United States. There's old Hilden L over there in California, and Amy up in Washington. And then we've got one little contributor down there in Australia. And so Jackie. And so thank you so much for bringing it, girl. She did it. Let's see your stuff. This is Karen. She was our guest crafter last week. Blew my mind when she started with that stencil and she had that great big flower. That was 1 stamp. It was really cool. She's Copic certified, so we were all just going, how's she doing that? And we were all kind of just watching Karen instead of making stuff, but it was fun. Totally cool how she blended that rather bold graphic stencil with that delicate, beautiful flower. Karen, here we go. One for you, girl. Kiss that brain. We are looking forward to having you back. Patty, this is her, where did I forget to put it up? Her number 38. She has sent in, it was 38, the number. This is her 33rd submission in a row, which is mind-blowing, isn't it? If only she'd started the beginning like I did. No, can't go back. But nobody can catch her unless she quits. But I love the fact that she has been so faithful. Pretty card, and she was very thoughtful to include instructions because I do get confused. Another thing that I can tell you right now, if you have an inside and an outside, if you could put it with Pic Collage or something when you do make a submission, it really helps me because I forget what I'm doing very easily. And I don't want to confuse the hostess because she just needs help. All right, anyway, Patty, well done. It's super pretty. Really nice job. Alessa from Florida made this pretty hydrangea. Isn't that pretty? And she's got a little ribbon down there. I think that's with like I can't tell what that little, I think is a gem or something that she's got in the center. Very, very attractive. A little easel card pops up and holds itself open. real pretty pink. It was almost like the Pepto-Bismol aisle this week, or the Barbie aisle. Everything was so pink, but so fun. I loved it. Thank you so much. I think you've sent in quite a few too. Sue told me how to pronounce her last name, and I can't draw. It's drawing a blank right now. She thinks she has her ducks in a row, and she remembered everything, and that all the parameters are accounted for. Beautiful card with the small flap that opens up with that gorgeous floral on the front, and then that stenciled background. Very bold and very pretty choices. She's got a real classic style, and her cards are always just really pretty. I hope you're here tonight, Sue, because you did a great job. Hilda Nell went bold with her pink. Isn't that pretty? And she's just got that super bright flower there. It's definitely a focal point, isn't it? It's going, you got to look at me. And it's got the stenciling in the striped stencil in black and pink. I think it's I don't know what that card's called, but she's got it. It's got a little bit, I guess it's a Z-fold card, but with a full-size panel on the front. That's cool. And just bold, beautiful, and very parameter friendly. Perfectly interpreted. Thank you so much, Hilda. Now it's always fun to have you join us. There she is. She is here, and I forgot how to say your name. Jackie from Whyalla. She taught me how to say her town's name too. Sent in this cool card. It is what is she called this? It's just a fun fold. I think it's a step card or something. And she used embossing paste to make those pretty flowers. Isn't that attractive? And then she's got that one pretty pink rose in the front to be the wowie, and a very nice happy birthday that looks embossed. Really pretty, very elegant card, and it looks complicated. I'd have to take engineering classes for that one. Thank you so much, Jackie. We really appreciate you sending them in so far away. Ardith is a past guest crafter, and be watching for her. She'll be here the first of the year with this incredibly pretty card. Another really bold, bright one like Hilda Nell's was. And she did a Z-fold card with a round flower in front. She is a stencil pro. I tell you, that girl can do with stencils like I can't see. I've never seen before. Anyway, she did a beautiful card, and we're really glad to have her. I gotta take a quick drink. Here we go. I've got my mute button because I don't usually have my buttons. Just a second. Yay, my mute button. I don't usually get control of the buttons anymore. So anyway, I do for this. Mary sent in some really cute things. She sent in 3 because that's how Mary is. And she sent in this really cute card. And she has instructions on there too. A little title, Peek-a-Boo Window, because I got confused last week. And you can see the little window in there with the thinking of you. Open it up and it's a gift card holder. So smart, smart, smart. I like that diamond shape. I was looking at a diamond shape stencil today, and I almost pulled the trigger on it, but I didn't. I'm kind of wishing I had. Maybe that's why I wanted it, because I saw your card. But pretty little flowers, pretty pink. You always do a good job. Let's see what else you made. Look at all these instructions. I love it. She's got a shaker front with stenciled background, and then you open the first flap, and you see a large flower sticker, and you open the second flap, and you have a place to write your message. Very clever. It's just 3 trifold, but very, that makes it very special for a recipient to get a card that has something so special, that just has a little something extra. So Mary, you always do a good job. Thank you so much. Let's see your third one. Here comes the gnome. This is like her first one, except without the window, and she's got this cute little pink gnome. Who knew that gnomes were so cute and pink? Just keep that in mind for Valentine's Day. It's a slimline pocket card with a Crazy Joy fold card. Oh, that was the second one. Pink stenciling. I'm not going to read okay. We've got a pretty little bow there. Her cards have more money in them than mine do, but I think if you get one of Mary's cards, make sure you check the cache. So no, anyway, Mary, you did a great job. Thank you so much for joining us again. I really appreciate. Oh, Mary neighbor also. We added some new parameters to the wheel this week, and 3 of them are from the same thing, but were the idea from Mary Neighbor, which is a sketch for a card. So I hope we get one. That would be really fun. So thank you, Mary. You're terrific. Kathy sent this really pretty, and we talked about this. I was emailing with her. Isn't that a pretty background and everything, and nice setting, and how she did that? But she said it wasn't this pink or peachy. I thought it was peachy, and I thought that, well, that's kind of cool. But she said it was more pink inside, and it's a Gina K stamp. Very pretty. Gina always does very pretty florals, and she's just got a nice feel there. She's got her little triangle for her embellishments and everything, nicely made. It looks like another Z fold, which is a great card to go to for a fancy fold. Kathy, really glad to have you, and we really appreciate you sending in that pretty card. Judy G has some real pretty stenciling going on here, and I know you're here tonight. She loved the parameters. You know, it is easier when you love the parameters. Sometimes though, when you don't love the parameters and you get something cute, it's very satisfying. And you get something made and you just go, that never would have been made had it not been for these crazy things that we call spins. So anyway, I was glad that you enjoyed the parameter, and it sure paid off for us to see such a pretty card. Such a soft, pretty card. Very lovely. Jackie sent in a card. She's here tonight so we could start the show. That's always very important. And she, look at those little dragonflies. Just almost easy to miss, but those are her stencils. Is that cute? I think those little dragonflies are just so darling. And then I love them almost as much as anything on that card. It just draws my eye right in there. But I think you did a great job with all those little beads and everything in the center of that card and all the shading. You did a really nice, really stepped it up and did a really pretty job, Jackie. Thank you so much for sending that in. She has about 30 submissions. She's also been a longtime supporter and love having you. Sue Masoner's here. I just saw her say something, and she loves these cards, the colors. As soon as I got this spin, I just went, Sue's gonna be happy. You can watch the video. I said it. And she loved it. And look how pretty her card is, and you can see her stenciling in there. She did a little bit of help to show us what she did. And she was gonna go green, but she held back. So it is sometimes hard when you get a limited color palette and you want to add another color so badly, but you got to honor the wheel. So anyway, it was great. I like how that folds up, folds out. It's a very, very active card. Lots to appreciate when you're a recipient. That would be like a card when somebody would get that and go, wow, you did a lot. And so that's really cool. Thank you so much, Sue. As always, kiss your brain. Okay, here we go. This is the one I thought I was going to get in trouble with, Ellen. We've had fun with this. Ellen sent this to me and said, I forgot the large flower. And I went, well, snowflakes are the flowers of winter. And so she said she would draw stems on the snowflakes, but then I said, well, isn't that snowflake's name flower? Because one of the parameters was a large flower, and we had fun with it. So she kind of crossed the line, but I gave her permission. So I'm bad. I gotta take my brain. I can't take my kiss away. But I got in trouble. It looks like a candy box to me. I think it's just adorable. And Flower the Snowman. The snowflakes are the flowers of winter. It's going to be a stamp. You just watch for it. Maybe it already is. Thank you, Ellen. We always appreciate you. She said in this card, which is totally honoring the wheel, and very pretty, very handsome card with like dogwood. I think it's dogwood. And she's also been a guest crafter. We've had her on a couple times. Her style is very ornate, and she makes these incredibly complicated boxcars and things like that. She has a fun style. She enjoys paper crafting just like the rest of it, and you can see it in her work. So anyway, really appreciate you, Ellen. TR's place. Pretty card. I forget about that little technique, TR, of the paper, splitting it like that and folding it back. Not a hard thing to do, but a very effective, dramatic kind of uptick. And that was a very, very pretty flower that you used. And I see your little stencil in there, and it looks like you used some, what did you use? Some kind of little glittery stuff. So that's what was real nice, it looks like. I'm confused. See, it happened. Oh, I know, you did the stencil on the back, the part that opens up. Okay, that's right. And very pretty, very dramatic, very elegant card. TR, kiss your brain. I love it. Thank you. Amy Owen sent in this little card. Is that so cute? This little box car there. It opens up. It's a swing card, box car. It's very fancy. Very, very fancy. And love the stenciling of the polka dots. I think that's what it was. And she had, oh, it's an old close to my heart stamp that she had not used. All right. She was using it for the first time. We are glad to give your stamps purpose. We are glad to see this card too, because it's really, really pretty. So thank you so much, Amy. Angela, this is the card I was telling you about, Angela, that we loved it in Craft Roulette Facebook group. If you're not a part of the Craft Roulette Facebook group, just go on over and answer the questions. You'll get immediately approved, but you do have to answer the questions. Otherwise, I just decline it after I give you 24 hours to do it right. So anyway, we just kind of like to give you another look at the cards and discuss how pretty they are. A few a week, and then if you have any updates or anything like that, we can sneak them into you fast. So Craft Roulette Facebook group, it's fun. We'd love to have you there. But Angela, thank you so much. This was her first submission, and it's a hard one to do, that first one. We want to see yours though in the future. That's great. Thank you so much. And that's all. Woo! Weren't those pretty? Weren't those pretty? We're going to get Julie in here and see what she thought about them. Sue says, wow, are you ready? Julie, can we bring you back? She's ready. There she is. There she is. Pretty good, huh?
Pretty good. Are you kidding me? Those were excellent. Excellent. Beautiful. I love all the fancy folds and the pretty flowers. Yeah, I kind of like flowers.
Yeah, I like flowers too.
They kind of,
they were just
very
great
pretty
cards. Very nice submissions, everybody. Thank you. Blow them all a kiss. They're all over the world, but blow them all a kiss and say thank you, because they, we appreciate the time that people take to play our silly game. And I get notes from people all the time about how they look forward to Friday, and how they are excited about the parameters, or they're not excited about the parameters, or how they were challenged. And it's been very fun for me to get that kind of feedback and talk to people about it. It's a blast. I love Craft Roulette. We have a good time with it. But you know what? I just had that moment, that sinking moment. Just for a moment, it's past now. But I did just have that sinking moment because I looked at the schedule. What are you hoping for the wheel to give us tonight, Julie?
What am I hoping for?
What do you?
I have no. You know what? We're just gonna go for it. We're just gonna go for it. I have no idea.
Freedom!
I'm still asking myself, what did I sign up for?
She did. I think she did send me that little note one time. You said, "What did I sign up for?" I said, fun, girl, fun. We are going to do this for fun. We're going to try something new tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to leave Julie up while we spin the wheel so we can see her reaction. And she told me she has an emotionally talkative face. So we'll see what her little face says tonight as we spin the wheel for what kind of project we're going to do, what colors we're going to do, what kind of element we're going to use, and then a random fandom. We always start with a spin. Be daring. Okay, very, very slow. All right, let's see what we've got for project. Look at our 24 options there. Good luck, Julie, Andrea says. 2, an A2 size card. Walk in the park. Get out of town. The wheel's so sweet. What colors? You like colors? Yeah, there we go. 24. Oh, monochromatic.
Nice.
Yeah, you can push it. We did that on Fun University this week. So that's going to be fun. I taught it just last night. All right, element. Interesting, interesting. That pink and black was almost monochromatic. 17, leaves. We're going to use leaves. Okay, there's lots of different leaves that we can stretch through there. We've got holly. We've got pine needles. We can do pine needles even though scientifically they're probably not leaves. What are they? Seta? Needles? Smart Alec. Then a random one. We put swink in. If you're here, artist, we added swink. 1, craft paint. Okay. Actually, I did it. Yeah. Monochromatic, craft paint. This is a weirdo. Who would know? This is a weirdo, but it's not a bad.
Thank you.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
I can do that. I can work with this.
I just don't think this would have been a combination I would have come up with. You know?
Probably not.
Not to
Craft
me. I
paint.
don't think so. Okay, craft paint. Well, okay, Julie, we're gonna go ahead. She said earlier before the show that she gets her best ideas in the shower or after a nap. And I told her we were going to give her time to go get her supplies, and that I didn't really want her to come back with feathers on her face and wet hair. So we're going to give you just a few minutes, not long enough for a nap, to go get your supplies and your thoughts together. And I will do the same, but I'll do it here.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I just got a reminder. I got kind of thrown off there. What are you thinking about this? What's your immediate reaction on this? A2 card, that's not a big deal, right?
A2 card is easy peasy.
Easy peasy. Monochromatic, do you like monochromatic? You said you like colors.
I love monochromatic, so.
Well, how about
Love
that? That's good. Leaves, what comes to mind? We just got done with so many leaves.
I know, but it's okay. I've got a few. I've got some stamp ones that are really pretty. I've got a few die cuts. I've got
leaves are good,
embossing folders. Okay. Leaves are good.
Leaves are good. Okay, she's good with leaves. And craft paint. Do you use craft paint very often?
Craft paint. Well, I use watercolor. I use shimmer brushes. I don't really have acrylic paint per se.
Well, this brings up a good point. If you don't have any craft paint, what will you do? Well, a couple things. One is that you don't have to make the craft paint the big deal. If I know one way to incorporate craft paint would just be to take a stylus and put some dots with a little bit of craft paint on it, and that would suffice. Another idea for me that we stamped with craft paint last month on Fun University, and it was beautiful. Totally messy, but totally beautiful. I don't think I want to get into that tonight. I'm sorry? What qualifies as craft paint is generally, I'm trying to see. If you had gesso, I think that would work. I think of this like little craft bottles of paint like this is what makes me think of craft paint. But
so I have white and black in my scrapbooking room.
That's right.
We'll have to make it work.
But it's how you're going to interpret it.
Yes.
So there's not any. I've got an idea. Actually, it's kind of wacky, but kind of awesome. I want to get started. So anyway, it's interpretation. This is a creative expression. So, okay, we're getting some questions here. Shimmer paint. If that's what you have, I'd rather have you use shimmer paint than not send in something. So yeah, texture paste. If you don't have craft paste, I would think, go ahead. That's kind of basically it. If you don't have something like this and you have something that you can substitute for it, I don't expect anybody to go out and buy anything. So are we going to have just green cards? You can have any color be your monochromatic color. So, and it reminds you of our background lessons, Christy. Watercolor, if you don't have craft paint, sure. Splattering, yeah, it would count. If I'm grounded from splattering because I get it all over the camera and the monitors, and I thought I was doing so careful, but I've been grounded, so won't see that from me tonight. But watercolor, yeah, if that's what you got, go for it, girl. Don't go to the store; it's not worth it. But
I don't think I'll have time.
Not after that nap and shower.
Oh, I know. Nap, shower, shopping.
Oh my gosh, it's such a busy world. All right, well then, Julie, you go ahead. And if you're ready, we've talked it through and you're confident, we bought a little time. Your brain is, I think it looks like it's ready. I can see your brain.
Okay.
I think it's ready.
Okay.
White out if you're in a pinch. That's Lena Marie, I love that. Use white out.
White out. I have some.
Yeah. That would absolutely be I think it's great. I love that. That's very smart. All right, let's see. Tell us when you're ready, and we'll let you go get some things and flip your camera. Okay. All right. We'll keep an eye on you, but you guys won't. But we will. We'll see you in a few. So, okay, boy, this little combination has generated more questions than I think I've ever seen. It's very exciting. I think I'm going to use this light ivory, because that's what I have, as my craft paint. A couple things come to mind right up front is doing a little bit of just painting with the craft paint and then letting it dry and then stamping on top of it. That's very pretty. Another thing that you can do is splatter. You can take dry brushes with craft paint and make texture. That would be real pretty. Leaves. It reminds me of Fun University. Anyway, leaves you could do some splattering and do die cuts of leaves, and then put a pretty sentiment on it. Monochromatic, might be actually a really good thing to have for a monochromatic card, because you could add a lot of texture with it and interest. Oh, painted on a gel plate. Yep. I don't have a gel plate, Ellen, but that would be cool. You could do some really nice backgrounds. They're very hot right now. And an A2 card is simply 8.5 by 11 piece of paper cut in half and made into a card that has the front of 4 1/4 by 5.5. So we'll start with that. I think I've got mine right here. It's just a regular piece, copy size paper. I think just for a change of pace, I'm going to cut it lengthwise at 4 1/4. Is that the right one? Yep. Just like so. And then I'll have a top folding card. Or 2. Maybe I'll get 2 cards done. You guys, do you have craft paint, you guys? Or what are you thinking there? Do you ever use craft paint? They're super cheap little product to have, and I just have like a couple whites. That's all I ever keep around, but I use them all the time. Monochromatic can be any color. You could do your favorite. You could do some background and text or some pattern paper that has tone on tone. You could do stenciling with that. Pigment ink pad. If that's what you got, Patty, go for it. But you can go ahead and just pick, wonder how that all happened. Pick some of your favorite colors. It might be a good time to use it. Or you could make another Christmas card or whatever if you want to go greens or reds. Or I think I've had enough pink, but I'm not going to go there. Or you could just do different tones of green, and that would still qualify as monochromatic, would it not? You still have fabric paint. Isn't this going to be interesting? So when you do submit, could you guys tell me what kind of paint you used? Because I think it's going to be interesting. And I may do something like that. And then this is just my little scrap organization here. So I think I'm going green. Looks like that's what's coming out. If I do a second card, I don't want to do pink. I don't want to do a pink. I don't want to do pink. Do I have enough for... heavens, I could cut a new piece of paper. I think I might do a gray card. Just neutrals. With neutrals, yeah. Just do a neutral monochromatic. You could do... Because you could definitely... Neutrals you get free. You can use whatever you want. So if you wanted to do some white with something like this, you can totally use that. It's all fine with me. If you want to use black, go ahead and use black. Not loving my choices here. That's some monochromatic stuff. I think it's the base that I don't like. But if I put some white around it and buffer it a little bit, I think I might be able to pull it off. Okay, we're getting the okay from Julie that she's ready to come back. So let's see what she's coming up with. She's going browns. Tell us.
I'm thinking that, so I've pulled out these two sheets and they've got the toffee color or the craft color.
Pretty.
So you've got that. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty monochromatic.
Very.
And then I have these really nice thin cuts.
Oh, yeah. Very pretty.
Which I haven't used a lot. So I could use those or this little guy here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're covered.
Not sure. Yeah. And, I do have a really pretty stamp set that I cannot find. So we'll see. We'll see. So there's this one. This might work.
I have that one. I tried to make some mistletoe out of that the other day, out of the rosemary, hanging it upside down. It didn't look very good, but I didn't spend much time on it, but I think it could be done. That would be kind of pretty.
And then
too.
I have this.
There you go.
Pearl
That's
finish.
what I've got, except I have light ivory.
That sounds promising.
Yeah, I think we're good.
We're good.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, let the crafting begin.
Let the crafting begin. I'm going to bring in some craft paper.
White gel pen. As a paint, I wouldn't quite understand that one, Patty, but if you can justify it, go for it. You said the pigment. I would think if you like a watercolor would be a pretty easy switcheroo than this, but yeah. Let's just see what we start coming up with. It is time to just get our hands dirty. Okay. Wonder what I'm gonna do. Okay. I saw a card that Julie made on her one of her YouTube channels the other day. It was very pretty, and it wasn't monochromatic, but it was kind of like this. Oops, it's gonna be no, it's can't be that way because I made them. No, I guess I could do it this way. But it wasn't monochromatic, but it was long like this, and then she just had some strips down here, and then a word with some things, and I would have to use leaves. Now, what do I have for leaves? I don't have any good holly. That's a bummer. That's a real bummer. But if you had leaves in a wreath, you could even use that. If you had a wreath that was made out of leaves, I think that's I had one out the other day. I want to see if that would work. I had that one out last night. I kind of get in a rut, even with wheel spins. I kind of go back to whatever I was working on.
Wheel spins are good. I
love them. I think they're wonderful. I do too. I like them.
I like to make top full cards.
Okay.
I like to just, if I'm going to make a base, I might as well do something different, right?
Yes. You're going to do something really good. Holly is easy to freehand cut. That's a really good point. Holly and evergreen was 7. That's it's okay. You can use, but it's a leaf, so you can definitely use it. But it would be hard to do holly without any kind of red berry, I think, would be for me. So let's see. There's that. See, this is all just leaves. So that would work. Huh. Take that.
I'm on the side here cutting. Once I cut all my pieces, I'll be back in because my trimmer, I don't think you're going to see a whole lot of interesting.
That's okay. Yeah, gotcha.
So I'm here.
That's okay. Thanks for letting us know. We're all, this prep part is kind of busy time anyway. We'll start chatting here in a few minutes when we're going.
When we're going. I'm almost there. I think I got something going on.
That's got color. Okay.
But you can have color as long as it's the same color.
Exactly. This is
right?
True. Yes.
So see, you got this here. I think this is interesting. And I'm going to bring this guy.
Okay. And you can use neutrals, no problem. So worry not. I'm trying to find some greens that I'm going to like together that won't cause too big a fuss. Ooh, come back here.
Oh, you're really digging into your stash.
I am.
It's like, look at you go.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see here. Okay, so this is what I like to do sometimes.
I'm going to try this
as a
mat.
Bring that in.
Ooh.
So sometimes I like to look at my pattern paper and then I was just going to do a little border. I have a little bit on each side, but I kind of like this flower leaf. Right? So maybe I'll just cut this out.
That's how we interpret.
Or maybe, let's see here. What do you guys think?
Are you thinking of a large sentiment or?
Oh, we're not there yet.
Okay.
Sentiment? What is that?
What?
I don't know. I think
big crazy woman.
Original plan, since I can't take a shower or a nap. All right.
I'm such a bully. Just a bully.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Those Americans, they're such bullies.
The wheel has parameters. Mary has parameters. Alrighty, I'm gonna try this. Let me see now.
Making everybody
so
happy.
See, this is where the Julie math comes in.
Okay, ooh, I like to see some Julie math.
Yeah, it's like it's about there. That looks like about right. You are seeing me wing it.
Yeah, that's what I like.
People that know me know that I don't wing.
But you have lots of experience, and you may not. I think we had a conversation during this process, and I told you may not know how big your wings are.
Yes, you did say that. That was very sweet. That was very sweet.
See, your wings are showing up to be pretty big. Look at you.
So, we've got this.
I think so.
Then I'm going to bring this one. I'm going to do that. And I think I'll do it in the cream color so that it shows. So we're going to splatter, Stephen.
Oh, as long as you're not around his monitors, you're fine.
It's the camera.
And the camera. Yeah. Beware the camera splashing.
That's okay. Christmas is coming.
I thought you had already asked for something else.
Well, yeah, you need to give them multiple, like lots and lots of ideas, because Okay, so this is a bit of a vanilla cream color. So I'll do that.
Whoopsie, whoopsie, whoops.
So I'm going to the side here. I'm going to die cut this piece.
Okay. I'm going to the side with the paint, and I didn't mean to.
Oh.
Oh, well, it's okay. It's gonna be abstract.
Those are the best kind of cards. What's going
Sue
on
likes
here?
it, Julie. So you're on.
Oh, is that Sue?
Yeah.
Sue Mallory?
No, it's Sue Masoner from Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
And Heather's thinking monochromatic gold. Ooh, lots of ooh la la.
Ooh,
That could be
that's nice.
gorgeous. Oh, this will be fun to see what colors they choose this month. The week. Week. Okay, we'll dry that off, and I'm going to stamp right on that craft paint. But I'm going to give it a little help.
There it is.
I finger painted.
You finger painted.
I did. Why dirty a brush when you can just dirty your fingers?
That's true. That is so true.
I don't have to wash the brush, and I always wash my hands, so it's one less thing. Dump, ba-dump. Wrong side. Lauren's getting out her thin cuts. It's already tomorrow for Lauren, so she's ready to craft today.
Nice.
Yeah. Do some green. I could do it in black, but I think I'll do green.
So you went leaves green.
I'm doing a leaf wreath.
Oh, well, I could have done that.
You don't have to, but you can. We could do more than one too. So we don't have any.
We'll see.
Yeah.
It's just a long part here. I could have used my my Gemini, and when I use the Gemini, I don't have to pop these out.
Oh yeah.
But it's kind of loud.
We've had that the last couple of weeks, and we talked about the Gemini being a little bit loud. But you like it? Everybody seems to like it a lot.
Well, you know what? I actually bought the big Gemini.
Okay.
Which there's the junior.
Right.
But I was like, wanted to get the bang for my buck.
Right.
So I bought the big one.
Yeah.
There's not that much more.
I noticed that because I was looking at them.
It's really big and cumbersome.
Mm-hmm.
Very loud. But it cuts like a champ. I have to admit. It does cut like a champ. So, and when you do these little intricate dies, they don't stick. So that's a plus. But I just thought I'd save everyone's ears and do it by hand.
Nice. That is a plus though, because I don't know. I look at dies and I go, no way am I popping all that stuff out.
Well, exactly. So it is a plus, definitely. I have a card. I could have totally cheated. I have a monochromatic white card. I'll show you. I'll show you. I did this a little while
I think
back.
we would have noticed it was done pretty fast.
Well, it's there.
Oh, that's very pretty with a layered dies.
It's that layered die, and it's all done in white, and then the bottom layer is silver glitter paper.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
it's super easy, and when I use my Gemini for this, I'm actually able to cut all four of them at the same time.
Definitely a bonus, yeah.
So that's definitely a bonus.
Because the large one is like 8.5 the plate's like 8.5 inches or something, right?
You can do an 8.5 by 11.
That's nutty big.
So if you're doing classes, definitely. If it's just for you, but you like to mass produce, I would say maybe.
Yeah.
But the junior, I don't think here in Canada we can't get it. It's out of stock right now. But I think people would like it if they just got the junior.
Yeah. It would be enough. It would be sufficient.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the trick is to have a spot for it in if you're lucky enough to have a scrapbooking area, not necessarily a room, but an area.
Right.
I found that when my stuff is out, I use it.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's why my scrapbooking room is kind of messy all the time.
Yeah. No, it's That's true. I remember when I got my first Cuisinart, the person who I bought it from said if you put it in your cabinet, you'll never use it. If you leave it on your counter, you'll use it all the time. And of course, it's always been out. And I do use it. I think I've gone through several over the many years. I love it.
So you just keep the one, I guess, tool or machine that you want to use a lot.
Right. You have to decide what one you're going to be using exactly. Because, boy, you'd have to have a really big... And don't you find in your craft room you just end up using whatever's close? It's like, you see it and you go, oh yeah, there's that. I'm going to use that. And just whatever's kind of close is what gets the nod.
Well, that's why I have this tower in back of me and all my bins are clear. I'm very much, I need to see and I need to, ouch, I just poked myself with this thing.
Oh no.
Injury.
Oh dear, we don't want DNA on the project.
No, don't worry.
Oh.
Okay, so, all right. Need to stamp something.
I'm going to have to do something.
So,
that's just too blah.
Need to, I have like some sentiments on this one.
Oh my, we're kind of blah with this thing. I don't know. Maybe I can put that.
Oh, you're finger painting.
Yeah, I finger painted. I did.
Huh.
Yeah, I made a big blob. Very, very advanced finger painting.
Very advanced blob.
Okay. I'm a blobobologist.
I think I'm gonna put a big sentiment, and I don't think I want to use this. Okay, since I'm tethered to my ears, I'm gonna put them aside a minute. I need a new stamp.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be beautiful though. Yeah, I can tell. There's a wonderful brush. Yes, I've seen that brush, Ellen. You're loving Julie's accent? Yeah. She's got some round O's in there, doesn't she? It's cute. Oh. I think this is never very straight when I cut it that way, but I think I might end up with, I don't usually use this much pattern paper when I'm on craft roulette. But I'm just trying to get bunches of texture because it's so blah. Okay, so this is very blue-green and this is very yellow-green. So I think I'm going to have to call in some sort of yellow-green onto that wreath because I think that's just not working quite nicely. It's like the kid at the play yard that you almost get along with, but not quite. And then when you turn your back, they stick their tongue out. You know, you just feel like you just don't quite get along.
So do you think I can get away with gold? Is that monochromatic enough?
Oh yes, I think it's
someone said gold and I thought,
yeah, Heather did.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Gold.
Now we'll just fill in some of these. We've got these 3 colors. Let's use them. And this is more yellow, I think. Let's see. Hex a peck, as my dad would have said. That's not working at all. Here we go. It was too light.
Haha. Haha.
Aha.
Yes.
Inspector, what have you discovered?
I discovered that gold is pretty chromomatonic. That's a brand new word.
Chromomatonic stuff.
That's a brand new word. Monochromatic. Whoa.
Chromomatonic. Here comes like... Chromomatonic man. He's going to make the world all one color.
It's a Akuma Matata. I don't know where that came from.
A chromomatonic.
Oh my gosh, where did I come from?
Friday night. It's a Friday night word.
Oh my gosh.
I liked it.
It was busy. It was a busy week.
Aw.
Busy week for work.
It went fast. This week was super
Does this
fast.
fit? Oh yeah, this fits. I guess I should do the right one. Oh, this one. Okay.
Do you talk to yourself when you're crafting? Because I talk to myself all
not
the
at
time.
all.
I talk to myself all the time, in the kitchen, in the bathroom, everywhere.
Yes.
This whole show thing
My
has
mom
not
always
helped.
said, as long as you don't answer yourself, you're okay.
I answer. I gave it
Oh
up.
dear.
Just when you know the answer, you got to say it. So it's kind of like, okay, well, I'm gonna give it up and as my kids would say, get the white sock. She's ready for the home.
All right, we're doing all thin cuts. I don't know why, but
because
that's
they're handy
what's happening.
they're handy and they're pretty.
Yes, and you know what? I haven't used these.
Love
That's the other.
That happens a lot with craft rouletters. They end up going, I got this and I've never used it. Like Amy had a really old stamp that was in the submissions, and she'd never used it. So it's fun to pull those things out.
Maybe we can do a twofer, right?
Oh yeah.
To keep this part and make another card. I'll set that aside. Definitely. She's like, what are you talking about?
That one, yeah. I have a little gold here on my mask, so I pull that one out for some. Do you think it might be the same paper that Julie's using? Probably.
What?
Probably close to my heart. Glitter paper, right?
Maybe.
The low-smelling glitter paper. It doesn't have a terrible scent. I mean, some glitter paper smells gluey, and theirs doesn't smell terrible. I like that. You know, one of my what's one? Do you have a favorite craft smell?
Oh, the stamps.
You love. I have known people that have loved close to my heart stamps. I used to have a customer, and whenever she got a new one, she would just open it right away and take a big sniff.
Yes, that's me.
I couldn't quite get on that ship, but at the same time, I really appreciated her enjoying the simple things as smelling a good stamp. I like Scotch tape. I love the smell of Scotch tape. It smells very fresh and it smells like celery.
Scotch tape smells like celery?
Yeah.
I'm trying to see. Okay.
Yeah.
We're not here to judge, right?
No.
Okay.
I've always
see if I'm still in frame here. This goes here. And we're going to pop this little guy out. You're funny. Celery.
I'm serious.
Okay, I'm like, so now it's like, okay, I'm going to have to go back and smell.
Scotch tape.
I think I have some in the craft room.
It smells so fresh.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Oh,
I was thinking, I think I'm going to just do a little teeny tiny strip-a-rooney of this gold. Patty says new stamp sets are along the same line as a new car smell. That's probably it. It's the new car smell for women.
That makes sense.
They could probably make, Close My Heart could probably make a candle.
Well, I don't think it would. Might backfire.
Well, here we go. They could burn. Yeah, they do. I do have a friend whose house burned, which was kind of sad. Yeah. But she had Close to My Heart stamps, and they did not melt.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing.
Vicky says this conversation's getting a little weird, but Vicky, you've known me a long time. You wouldn't expect anything else, right?
Okay. Weird conversations.
Going off campus real fast.
Okay. Great. So what's your sentiment?
Just a note.
Just a note.
Just a note.
What are the
all
little
sorts of things.
red lines on your Fiskar? Is that like to help with merry math?
Red lines on my Fiskar. Oh, the little guy?
Dots. Yeah, the little dots you have.
So I can find 1/2 inch and 1/4 inch real fast.
Oh.
Just,
It's a good idea.
yeah. So I don't have to look too hard. I can go fast. Snip, snip. Vicky says true. She's known me a long time. Okay. She knows my proclivity. So I watched some of your videos today, Julie.
No.
I did. You do such a nice job. You really do. And I watched the one on distressed oxides.
Yes.
And you did a good job of playing with those.
The one that I compared the 2 inks?
Yeah, dye-based inks and distress oxides. I thought you did a nice job.
Well, that was my first try, believe it or not.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe
okay,
it.
let's try this and see what happens, and let's make a YouTube video and have other people look at it and see what they think.
See, you were just preparing mentally for this.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. But you did a nice job. I liked you did. Oh, I know what it was. You had your craft mat that you cut up. And
yes.
I was gonna, yes.
Oh, you know what? Good idea. Speaking of that, it's that's a very, thank you.
Oh, sure. I cut mine up too, and then I stuck it on a piece of chipboard because I hated how it always was curling. So
yes,
I just cut it up. It was great. And now I always know where it is, and it's just stuck under my desk. And
it's a good idea.
Well, thanks.
I should try that. It's just not as pretty when you're doing a video.
Right.
To show this brown, this brown mat.
No, it's not very pretty, but it's a tool.
It's a very good tool.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Got its job to do, and it does it well.
So I'm a left-handed crafter. I'm not sure if you've noticed.
You said that earlier because you have trouble with like crocheting and things.
Yes, and scissors and
Did
all that
anybody
stuff.
ever try to make you a right-handed crafter? Or a right-handed
writer?
Yeah, a writer.
Right-handed writer? No, I think that was I know that my older sisters and mom, they're all left-handed as well, and they would tie their arm in school so that they wouldn't use their arm. And I'm like, what kind of monsters are they?
Seriously.
Seriously.
That would be so frustrating because it's hard enough in school when you're first learning. And then not to be able to use your dominant hand, it would be
exactly
pretty dang horrifying. And my husband does small motor skills left-handed and large motor skills right-handed.
I mouse with my right hand.
You mouse with
That's for the computer because it would hurt my brain to try and reprogram the mouse every time. So I just I can do the mouse with the right, but everything is left. So this has got to come into play, this ink or this paint. All right.
It was one of those brain building things, and I tried to do the mouse with my right hand or left hand, my non-dominant hand, and it was horrifying. It was like it was everywhere, but where I wanted it. So Angela says she's a lefty too.
Good.
Ellen is asking where your craft paint is. I think it's coming.
My craft paint?
Yeah.
Oh yes, it's coming. It's on the table out of sight.
Yeah. She didn't want you to get stuck with a card without all the parameters, like snowflakes that are going to be large flowers. So, okay, I like that distressing. That looks good. Oh, so you're going to pop. Oh, that's a cool little thing. I like that.
I think. Okay, so this is nice and glued, I think.
So you stick that on there for a little weight. I call that block my cheese plate because it's so big.
Exactly. No, it's just, I find that with glitter paper and vellum, you kind of need to give it a little moment.
Yes.
So I'm going to do that. So this is going to come in. Ah! I'm not sure how. Sound effects.
Maybe that will help.
Trying to see. I want to keep that things. I want to keep that just for another card. So we'll see if I think.
Oh, you guys, I made an invention today. I think I'm going to like it. You want to see my invention?
No.
Let me know if you want to see my invention. It's an organizing tool. You got to want it.
Oh. I think it's a good idea. I think
I think it's going to work out. I do. I think I'm going to like it.
Okay, so we'll cut this.
So just let me know as soon as I see it, baby. It won't take much. It'll take like one. One person saying, I want to see it.
And this. Do you want me to say I want to see it?
Well, if nobody else does, I guess they all went to eat some popcorn. Oh, Jackie wants to see it. Okay. So, you know, these little tools, they all have this little thing on them, right? And I was starting to get these all over, and they were just starting to clutter my mask, which is about how I do things. But so then I thought, well, what if I have this old clipboard, and I thought I don't want to put Velcro right on my clipboard, but I could put some Velcro on, or some chipboard on my clipboard, and then put Velcro on my chipboard, and keep my little dots right there, so I can see what color without. I may have to like put some super glue on there, but then I can see what color without having to. And it's going to be flat. It'll slide right underneath my mask. How about them apples? Pretty cool, huh?
I think that's really cool.
I thought it was good.
Okay.
Oh no, you're covered with paint. Oh dear.
Oh, I gotta put these guys in there. I can't forget these.
Maybe sticking out? Have you glued anything down yet?
No, I'm still kind of figuring that all. Because I could do that, and then they could be at the top.
Oh yeah, kind of peeking out there. That's pretty.
Yeah, and then I could do something with that.
What's bothering
with that?
Which one's bothering you?
This one.
Oh,
finish. Okay. Let's do this.
You know what might be kind of pretty is just a dry brush around the edge.
That's what I was thinking.
Or some dots. Taylor is a big dotter.
I'm going to brush it on. I'm going to brush it on. I'm going to try a little piece first.
Well, there you go. That's smart right there.
I'm going to try a little piece just to see.
That's really a good idea.
That's not bad. Just brushing it on.
No, it's a cool look.
Subtle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're doing it.
Oh, here she goes.
We're doing it.
Look at her.
We're just going to town.
So brave. It is kind of nerve-wracking, even though, it's just a little piece of paper.
Well, you know what? When I first started crafting, I used to keep my paper, and it's like, I can't cut that.
Right.
No way.
Right.
It's so pretty. I can't cut it.
Right.
And then it's like, and I realized that they're going to have more pretty paper next week.
That's right.
And the week after that. And the week after that.
Yep.
So I just started cutting.
Good
Never
for
look
you.
back.
Good for you.
Okay. Oh, look at you stamping away.
Oh, I'm just puttering.
Oh, am I taking too long?
No, you're not doing anything wrong at all.
Oh,
I'm
see,
just
look,
puttering.
if I mess up and I put it on the craft on that paper, you can't tell. Blends in.
Smart. But we know it's there. So we know you're totally within the rules.
I believe I am.
Oh, yeah. A kit tweaker, but a rule follower, B.
I do follow the rules.
That's okay.
I do.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's influence from my day job.
Well, yes, it would make sense to me.
All right, we're gonna put this bad boy together. So,
okay. Ooh,
I don't know if you
fun.
can see, but I added a bit of splatter in the goal to pick up on the goal. So kind of tying it all together.
Okay.
Like sometimes it's just a few little things that make it all. So do I have all the parameters? Leaves.
It's an A2 card.
A2 card.
Monochromatic.
Yes.
You're using leaves.
Yes. And paint.
You're using craft paint.
Yay!
I think you did it.
I think I did it. All right. I need glue.
She's ready to assemble.
I am. Am I? Yep. I am.
I want polka dots.
You want polka dots?
Yeah.
Oh boy. So I ran out of glue.
You're right.
And then I diluted the glue to, because there's a frugal crafter in all of us.
Oh gosh, is that the truth? Yes.
And I thought, you know what? I can totally extend this for the show because I didn't have a chance to run out.
Oh.
And there was a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. I'm gonna sneak that in there. I'm gonna sandwich that down.
Glue is like one of those things. Do you use the ATG thing at all?
I can't.
Oh, because you're left-handed. Is that right?
Left hand. Yes, it's backwards.
Horrifying.
It's like this world is just not left-handed friendly.
I think it is.
So it's just gonna add a bit of definition to the edges here.
Wash that off.
All right.
Oh yeah. Nope. We've had sanding block as one of the parameters a couple times, but it's a close to my heart thing, sanding paper, because a lot of paper isn't white core, and it's always been what do you need a sanding block for? It's been really fun to explain how to use it. But because we all use it as close to my heart learners, and I was thinking about that today. How I do really like their paper because of that. It's just a cool little part of crafting that they keep alive. They've kept that true to themselves.
Shabby chic.
Mm-hmm. But it's
I have a love-hate relationship with white core paper.
Well, I think there's a place for both. I know that I never used black paper that was solid core until I no longer was a consultant. And I love black paper without white.
Yes.
It was like eye-opening. I was such a loyal user of whatever we were selling. So, but I really, really like black solid paper. Just, you'd always cut that and you'd have that white sticking through. And that was a little bit of a bother. I brushed through it and moved on, and by golly, I'd have birthdays and everything. But once I got solid core, I was like, wow, that's pretty cool for black.
No, black is nice.
Yeah.
Definitely is a nice... I do a lot of Cricut, so...
Yeah.
The black core is definitely nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
However, I found that the Close to My Heart cardstock cuts really nice on the Cricut.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if it's because of the white core or not.
Yeah, I don't know
if
the science.
Do you use the Cricut?
My Cricut hates me, and so I kind of feel the same way about it. And so I try to use it because it sits there and mocks me and says, "Yeah, here I am." And then I try to use it and I fail. So it doesn't talk to my computer well. And,
okay.
That's why. Other than that, I like it, but when it won't talk to my computer, so I have too many things on my computer, and it gets confused because the computer, this computer is a workhorse.
It must be.
It has so many things going on inside its little brain.
Okay, so we're going to pop that to give it a bit of dimension.
It has a brand new not craft card, new graphics card. We're just always...
A new SD card. Huh. I know that.
Oh, I don't know that. All I know is we got a new graphics card.
So...
And it was... and
how much it cost? I say this in my... Oh, yes. I say this in my videos a lot. I'll do something and I'll say, ask me how I know that.
Oh, yeah.
And usually it's because I'll share a little tip on my videos and let people know that I've messed up. Ask me how I know that.
Yeah.
Don't do it like this.
Mm.
And yeah. That's what I like to with cards. I find that you have a chance to redo.
Yes.
It's easier.
Yes.
They're small. And you can kind of add a few tweaks and make it perfect. Well, yeah. I think, close to perfect.
Well, you make it very pretty. There's not any one right way to make a card either.
Oh, gosh, no. No.
So you can come back to a card and remake it in 5 minutes, and it can be completely different. I'm looking for some leaves. That's what I was looking for. I'm not finding the right leaf. Now you started. Did we talk about this before? We talked about it before the show. Did we talk about it? The introduction. You started as a scrapbooker.
Yes.
And then you had a downline that suggested. A wise downline that suggested you try cards, and you never had thought of making cards, which I think is just really interesting.
No, I just she started making cards, and they were so pretty with the flowers and butterflies, and I thought, okay, I guess I could try.
Yeah.
And then,
And you got hooked.
And I got hooked, and I have a room, and I have supplies. You know how that goes.
I do.
That's that rabbit hole we all go down. But I have to say, I'm very proud of myself. Like, I know that you're not always a fan of kits, but I will get a kit, and then I will transform the kit into something else. And when I'm done, I'm done. I have nothing left.
Yeah. No, I used kits for years, Julie. I did. I made so many layouts from kits, and the ladies that was one of their comments, was there was nothing left. Because it was like, no, I want to use it and be done with it. I don't want it sitting around.
You don't want to hoard it, right?
Right, because it will be so much harder to come back to. As long as I'm continuing to get new stuff.
Ooh,
so no, I think kits are really fun in that they've done a lot of work for you as far as choosing things and making sure that things go together, and then finding out that you can do other things also with it. It's all good stuff. I just don't use them anymore.
That's good.
Yeah, it's just a phase. My mom would say, she's just going through a phase. But no, I appreciate I appreciate those people that are designing kits. I think they do a neat job. I think it would be a fun job, but I think it would be really good. Yeah. Oh, you finished your card already, Hilda. Way to go.
No. Not like, well, now I'm putting pretty stuff or stuff. I'm just thinking
you're making
maybe...
it. What's that? It's giveaway time. Now's the time to put in one number between 1 and 24, and we're going to spin in 60 seconds to find the winners. And I have not sent last week's out because I'm my own secretary, and I'm a lousy secretary, and I'd fire me if I were me. But I can't because I'm me. So put your number in 1 through 24. Last week we changed it so that if you have 24 8s, we're going to give everybody those if it lands on 8. I mean, it's just going to be that one number that we're going to spin for. And you will win a handmade card with a very tiny prize. So that's what you get. And you won't have a fit. And I don't even know when you'll get it. But I'm hoping that I will do it next week. My husband's asked me several times today, go to the post office? No, I didn't. I'd have to get dressed. So it's just one of those things. So we've got 9, 8, 7. We're running down. I see lots of nice people in the room putting in those numbers. Yay! We've got a number counter over there. Time to spin. I pulled out a whole bunch of cards. And we will see who's going to get the card with the teeny tiny prize. Ready? Here we go. Good luck to you all. Did anyone have numero uno? Well, Allison, how fun. You're a Canada girl too. I will send this to you. I think I already have your address. And since we only got one person on that, let's use those same numbers and see if we can get another prize winner that's going to get a handmade card with a very tiny prize. Jeannie Birch, yay, you're here. No, how could that happen? Of all things. 5. Numero 5. Alana, yay! Alana, Brenda Gentry. I don't think I have your addresses. So send them, and someday you'll get a card with a very small, tiny prize randomly, and you'll wonder where it came from, but it will just be me. It's my style. So thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. Let's see, do I need to remind you of anything? Oh, tomorrow at noon, we will be upcoming guests. I always forget, this is kind of new. We have some really outstanding new guests coming in and some returning guests. We've got Christine Bertram, who it just seems like she's just a doll. Miss Carrie, we're hoping will be back in 2 weeks. Helen is new to the wheel, and she seems like she's just a go-getter. I think she'll be a lot of fun. Erin is coming. I think she's going to be a lot of fun. Is that ever? Tracy at the end of January is just a great crafter, and I think you'll enjoy her too. You can, I think on the craftroulette.live, you can check them out early. There are a couple special craft roulettes coming up because Christmas is on Friday, and so we have a special guest coming from the North Pole. So you won't want to miss that one. Well, you might want to miss it, but you won't miss it. But it won't be a regular craft roulette, and we do hope you will join us because she's coming from a really far way. Then on the 1st of January, we're going to start off the year with a very special craft roulette, which we will be telling more. We haven't even told some special people what exactly they're doing yet. They need to know first. So anyway, yep, send a page. Okay. So we got a lot coming up in the new year. If you know some crafters that would like to look into craft roulette and see what's going on, we're always I will always talk to somebody. There's certain parameters that we do look for. Sometimes you have them, sometimes you don't. So, 4 guests. But we want you here all the time because we like having you. What else? Tomorrow at noon on YouTube, Craft Roulette YouTube channel, we will have the premiere replay of this show with a chat room and with closed caption. So if that works for you, you're welcome to be there then. What else? The blog will come out Monday with all of the submissions. We'll go over that in just a little bit too. But that's how, oh, look at that card come together. She's going to become a painter, I'm thinking. Anyway, so we do appreciate you spending time with us on Friday evenings and sometimes Saturdays. And so glad that some people are crafting out there tonight already. That's cool. I mean, what are you going to do on Friday night that you don't end up with a headache or something? This is it. This is the thing you need to be doing. It's good for us all. And it's nice to have friends out there. Angela's already finished her first card and she loves it. She's going to get we're going to get some gnomes. That's great. That's great. Gnomes. Oh, you added some rope?
Bling.
Some twine?
Some twine.
Man, that's pretty.
So I'm all done.
That is so beautiful. You did really, really well, Julie.
Thank you.
Are you surprised?
Yes, very much so. That guy looks very lonely up here, right?
Oh, I think it's cool.
He looks lonely. I think he needs a friend.
Do you? He is kind of floating.
He's kind of floating up there.
You do have a lot going on in that card.
Do I?
Yeah, you do. But they're all subtle and it all works together. And that's kind of your style.
Yes.
I think. Yeah. Patty says it's really pretty and it is really pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And she didn't even have a clue. I think that's the best. That's just, we just love bringing that out in our surprise. We surprise our guests. I think sometimes that they're able to do this.
And scare them at the same time. Just a little.
You've been a great sport.
Thank you.
You've been a great sport. There you go. Another.
Thinking it needs something. You know, like that visual triangle, which is like really long and skinny, but he kind of looks...
Somebody kind of snuggled up with him.
You know, sometimes when you really have to force it, you just leave it.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, threes are also very important. So if you added another, it might not be as good.
It would have to be 5, and the little gems they get lost.
Yeah.
I wanted bigger ones.
I like it. Stephen likes it.
All right, Stephen. Thank you. All right.
Looks like Angela has that thanks die already ordered, and she'll get it Monday. So that's cool. Where did you get your leaf from? Angela asks.
It was a close to my heart, but it is retired, unfortunately.
Okay.
Unfortunately, but it is very pretty. I'm sure you can find something.
Yeah.
Else
yeah.
like
it's very
it is very pretty. Oh, look at this. This is broken. I'm still trying to figure this one out. It's like, leave it, Julie, leave it, stop.
He may not need to be there. It may be saying, yeah, I'm okay without you. This one is just, I'm not loving my cards, but I'm okay with them. You know, it's just like, it's okay. I got a couple cards in. I need a sentiment on here. I was just kind of playing, but I did want to make polka dots, so I got my wish. And I may end up with some more things going on that. But I think the monochromatic is just something you can just totally play with and have all sorts of things happen. You can have... you can use your embossing folders, for a lot of pattern in a monochromatic that gives it a little more interest. I think the paint is a fun twist, and I think we'll see some really good interpretations of the paint. So, yeah, yep. All right, you're getting some good, gorgeous cards there, and deservedly so. It's really, really nice. Yeah, good deal. Should we do the challenge screen? Let's do the challenge screen and let Julie catch her breath here, and then we're gonna flip her. She's gonna flip her camera because she has done her work. Woo! Julie, kiss your brain. You did it. Oh, I'm so proud of you. It's you get to play along with us if you'd like. We'd love to have you join us. You have 48 hours to make a card or cards with the same parameters, an A2 size card, monochromatic, leaves, and craft paint, and submit them on the submission form on craftroulette.live. The blog will be out on Monday, showing with all the submissions. Next Friday, we'll go over them during the show. And then on the Craft Roulette Facebook group, we post some during the week and just extra way to show some love. So we'd love to have you join us if you've done it 33 times or if you've never done it. We'd love to see what you've got, because this is a creative experience. I don't sell anything, and I don't tell you what to do except for 4 little things, and then you get to take off and run it through your filter and your creative muscle and show us what you come up with. It's a fascinating, very, very fun experience for me as a viewer and for our audience as participants. I think it's just great. So we want to see what you've got. Julie's still working with her camera there, so that's okay. Nope. Oh, that's okay. I think she was just so relaxed. But she didn't go off to take a shower or a nap, so we're just okay with everything that she's doing. There she is. All right. Are you ready then? Okay, we'll just flip you back into the picture. There she is. Yay! You did it, Julie. Did you sleep last night very well? I was really kind of worried about you. I thought maybe you'd get nervous.
No, I did
slept.
Okay.
Okay.
I slept.
Good.
The worst part was trying to hook up my wireless earphones.
There's always something.
But this was good.
Yeah.
So this was good. I'm very happy with it. It was a lot of fun. Thank you.
You're welcome. Be sure to check out Julie's social media sites. And what is we don't usually say this, but I think you might as well. What is your store name that online store would be called? If anybody.
The Scraps. Yeah, it's the Scrap Zone.
It is also. Okay. Yep. All right. Just look up the Scrap Zone and you'll find Julie all over the place. And follow her on her social media. Shop from her if you don't have a consultant in Canada. All those good things. So
well, thank you, Mary.
It's been fun to have you here. We really appreciate it. This is a creative experience. Do you feel very creative right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel that I've been doing something different than Christmas cards. I've been making Christmas cards since October, I think.
You have been. That's a really good series, though, that you and your design team had. And
yes.
But it kind of takes you out. Like last week we had pink. It was just took me out completely of where I was thinking. And this one did too. So it's good. We love it. And we hope you'll come back often, and we hope you'll come back and join us too, Julie, in the new year. And anything else you need to tell us?
No,
All
but
right.
just try it. Just try it. I was a little not nervous, but I'm always trying to plan ahead.
Yeah.
So, and this was it was really nice. Just grab whatever you have and use it.
Yeah. It's fun. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I really do. I really am, not do. Anyway, well, now you can tell your kids that they can be noisy again. They were very quiet, and we appreciate it.
Yes.
and you can have bounce zones or whatever you have going. They've probably outgrown that. But yeah,
a 20-year-old in a bounce zone, but
yeah. Yeah, they probably do it.
Yes.
Bounce. But I had to well, anyway. So don't run off. We're going to get a picture of you with your card for YouTube. And but we're going to sign off for now. So if you want to say toodaloo to this great group of people, it's our opportunity. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you for hanging out and watching us create. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And you guys are creative too. We are looking forward to seeing what you have made off of these crazy 4 parameters. I know they're going to be different than what we did. I hope they're different than what I did because I don't like mine. But that's okay. You know, sometimes you make things that they just aren't as pretty as you think they're going to be. And that was me tonight. But that's okay. It happens.
Sometimes you just have to put it beside your bed and let the crafting fairies fix it.
See, I was telling you that last week, you guys. I knew somebody that said she did that, and then in the morning she would have the answer.
Yes.
Ooh, but it's okay. Crafting fairies aren't spooky. And you know they've been there because there's little glitter.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, all right. Everybody, assume the position. Stay safe. Have a great week. We'll see you on Monday's blog and next Friday for more Craft Roulette. Bye-bye. Thanks. Hi, thank you for tuning in to Craft Roulette. I just wanted to take this opportunity to tell you about my other project, Fun University. Fun U is my online papercraft art school geared toward those who like to create. I'm live for 15 plus hours a month in our digital classroom. All lessons are recorded and archived in our library. Each lesson is paired with extensive documentation, extra examples, digital guides built on our own unique guide system, student galleries, and more. We have a unique think outside the kit approach to card making, scrapbooking, and miscellaneous papercraft art. We are perfect for the crafter who embraces the creative process and wants to thrive in the medium of their self-expression. Check us out at fununiversity.com. The first month of classes is always free.